Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. My name is Lizzie Miller, sitting next to my co-host Melissa Ramsky.
Hey guys.
And we are sitting beside country music legend Bill Anderson.
Hi there.
Hey there.
Hey.
I just want y'all to know this is a tough job, but somebody's got to do it.
You don't sound whispering today, Mr. Bill.
Well, I can if you want me to.
We like both, right? So how are you?
I'm doing great. Good to see both of you. Thanks for taking a little time out to visit here.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We wouldn't miss it for the world. You're a very important person here. So I want to jump right into your 72nd album. Wow.
No, have I made 72 albums?
I believe you have.
No wonder I'm so tired. No, I count. I spent about a half a day the other day. Somebody said, "How many albums have you made?" And I said, "I don't know." And so I go and I get these books and these lists, and I spent about a half a day counting them all up. And when I stopped, I had gotten to 72. And then I realized those are just in the United States and Canada, because a lot of them have been, released overseas in different places.
Sure.
And then there were about a half a dozen albums that I did with my band back in the day when I carried the big band with me, and we did half a dozen albums there, and I didn't even include that. So 72 records. I've been very, very blessed to have been around as long as I have.
Yes, that's for sure. And on this new album, you have collaborated with some very unique artists. One of them is Jamie Johnson.
Well, Jamie is unique, yes, in more ways than one. I love Jamie Johnson to death. He had a great idea for a song, and he called me and asked me to come up and work on it with him. And the song is called "Everybody Wants to Be 21." And the idea being that when you're younger than 21, you can't wait to be 21.
Right.
And then when you get past it a little bit, boy, you wish you could go back and be 21 all over again. So we wrote the song. We didn't intend for it as we were writing it. We didn't intend for it to be a duet. But it just kind of screamed duet after we got through with it, and so I'm a few years older than Jamie.
A few years. That's what I always tell people,
So
just
he-
a little bit older than you.
He played the younger guy. He's the younger guy wishing he was older, wishing he could hurry up and be 21, and I'm the guy that went, whoa, let me turn back the clock and go back and be 21 again. So it was a fun song to work on, a fun project, and from the reaction we've gotten, I think a lot of people can identify with it. We're all on one side or the other of 21, I guess.
Right, definitely. And you've been a member of the Grand Ole Opry for 57 years, is that correct?
I joined in 1961, so do the
Wow.
math.
Yes.
Yeah, 57 years, and it's been great, and I'm still honored that they'll let me in the back door.
I have witnessed how wonderful this guy still rocks the Opry House.
Absolutely.
And the fans still love you to death.
Well, you're very kind. Thank you. I don't know what in the world I would do on Friday and Saturday nights and a lot of Tuesday nights if I couldn't go to the Opry. It's just my car starts just going in that direction.
Right. You could drive there blindfolded probably.
Yeah, these self-driving cars are nothing. My car goes right to the Opry every weekend, and thank goodness it does. And it's been a wonderful time, and the Opry never gets old to me. People say, well, don't you get tired? No, because the Opry's different. There's no two Opry shows that are alike. It's different every time the curtain goes up, and I thrive on that. I like things that are, you just kind of go out there and you fly by the seat of your pants, and tonight is different from last night, and it'll be different again tomorrow night.
Definitely.
So we have heard that you are receiving the NSAI Songwriters Lifetime Achievement Award, the Chris Christopherson Lifetime Achievement Award. How do you feel about that?
Well, I heard that rumor, and I'm very honored by it. I hope it's true. That is a very special honor. Number one, for an award to be named for somebody like Chris Christopherson, I mean, that just screams songwriting, and because he's certainly one of the greatest that ever lived. And I think, number one, it's wonderful that NSAI, the Nashville Songwriters Association International, that they have an award in Chris's name, number one, because he certainly deserves that. And the fact that the award has only been given one time up to now, and that was about 2012 or 13, I forget which year.
2013.
Was it? Okay, Willie Nelson won it, as he should have. So it's not one of these awards that they feel like they have to give it every year, and that makes it even more special and more meaningful because it's been, what now, 5, 6 years since they gave it to Willie, and the fact that they're going to give it to me in September, it's pretty exciting and very special. I'm looking forward to the night.
Absolutely. That's such an honor. Absolutely.
You were also recently inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in New York City. New York City! Woo! How did that go?
Well, it was terrific. A lot of people have said to me, well, I thought you were already in the Songwriters Hall of Fame. That's the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame, which I was honored to be in as far back as 1975. But this is the all-genre Songwriters Hall of Fame, where Bill Anderson's up there next to George and Ira Gershwin and Irving Berlin and Bob Dylan and all these other great people. Right? So it was a great honor. It was a fun weekend. They rolled out the red carpet for us in New York and treated us really great. Me and Alan Jackson were the two token hillbillies up there that night. They put both of us in there. So it was very special and something I'll remember forever.
Definitely. You have done so much, Bill.
And really have. It's amazing.
It really is.
You could just read
You're a true icon.
for days what you have done.
Yeah.
No lie.
Do you plan on putting out like a book?
Been very blessed.
Like,
absolutely.
You plan on putting out a book or anything about all your achievements or anything in the works like that?
Well, I've got a book that came out. In fact, I've done 4 books, and the last one was called An Unprecedented Life in Country Music, and it came out in 2016. But things just keep on happening, so I may have to update it again. I hope so. I love writing. I could have been happy probably writing anything, books or songs, and I've just been able to find a life and a place, in Nashville where I could write songs, which is really the deep love of my heart. But I enjoy writing books. It's a totally different discipline. And a song, when you write a song, you try to make sure you can get it in that little 3 or 4 minute window. And so you're always, be concise, cut it out, and then when you go to write a book, they say you didn't tell enough, tell more,
They want every single little detail,
Yeah. Guy said to me one time, he said, if you write about onions frying, make the reader smell the onions. So that's what you have to do.
Absolutely.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
I love it. But yeah, you are definitely a prolific songwriter.
Thank you. A lady, I guess I can say this. A lady came up to me. Lady came up to me at the Opry not long ago. She said, "Bill Anderson, you're the most prophylactic songwriter that there's ever been." It's not the same as prolific.
Right. Oh, I got it.
Okay, I think we'll cut that part out, folks.
No, this is the best part of the interview.
Yes, absolutely.
Woo, mercy. But yeah, you've had 7 #1 singles and 29 top 10 singles. I mean, it just goes on and on and on.
Well, depends on whose chart you look at. Today most everything is measured against the Billboard charts. Back when I first came along, and there were 3 or 4 charts. There was a magazine called Cashbox. There was one called Music Vendor, which became Radio and Records. And so you might have a song go #1 in one of them that wouldn't go to #1 in the other one. But I never got into business to count awards or to count #1 records or anything.
Right.
I got into business because I loved the music. And I wanted to write it, and I wanted to play it, and I wanted to try to sing it, and that's what I've been fortunate enough to be able to do.
It's awesome when you just put your heart and soul into what you love to do and just sit back and relax, and the outcome will definitely surprise you.
When you do what you love.
Yes.
Well, I carried a little thing in my wallet for years that I cut out of the paper, and I've spoken to high school groups and college groups and people, and I've handed this little card out to people. It says, "Find something you like doing so much you do it for nothing. Then learn to do it well enough that they'll pay you, and you've got it made."
That's perfect.
And if you do what you love for a living, you never have to work a day in your life.
You really don't.
And so that's the blessing of it all.
Yes, it is. And you are very blessed.
Yes, I am. And I'll pass this along too, because my son, I have one son, and I have 2 daughters and a son, and my son is getting to live his dream. He grew up flying with me to lots of shows and things as a young boy, and he fell in love with airplanes. And so his passion, like mine, has been music. His passion has been flying, and he's now a pilot for Delta Airlines.
That is so amazing.
So he's getting to live his dream like I got to live mine.
That is just
Yeah,
so
it's
neat.
pretty special.
Yes,
And-
absolutely.
And not to mention, you've been a member of the Country Music Hall of Fame since 2001. I mean, I can just keep thinking of more and more things that you have been involved with, and that, yeah.
Yes, I feel like you have 5 lifetimes in one lifetime.
The older you get, the better you get.
Oh, you're going to give me the big head. You're not going to be able to get my head on the screen here in a minute. Thank
I know,
you.
you're already sitting in the middle.
That ain't
Might
bad.
as well take it all out. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us and talking with us today.
Well, it's my pleasure. I thank you, and I appreciate all your kind words, and I appreciate your time, and thank you, and let's do it again.
Absolutely. We appreciate you, and keep up the good work, Mr. Anderson. We love you.
I'm Bill. My daddy was Mr. Anderson.
Just trying to be respectful. All right.
Little Southern way.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you later.
Bye.
We got there, didn't we?